Have you ever stood in front of a world-famous monument and wondered, how is this thing still standing? Well, that's exactly the question people have been asking about Italy's most iconic architectural mishap for centuries. The Leaning Tower of Pisa isn't just a quirky photo op. It's a marvel of survival, a testament to human ingenuity and, believe it or not, a story of near disaster averted by some of the world's brightest minds. The Leaning Tower of Pisa, built on soft, marshy ground in the Italian city of Pisa, has been tilting ever since the very first stones were laid back in the 12th century. Imagine the excitement of building a grand bell tower, only to watch it start to lean before you even finish the second floor. Over the centuries, the tilt grew more and more dramatic until the tower looked less like a stately bell tower and more like a giant stone banana precariously balanced on the edge of disaster. By the late 20th century, the situation had become truly alarming. The tower's lean was increasing at a rate that had experts worried it could collapse at any moment. In fact, by 1990, the tilt had reached a terrifying 5.5 degrees, enough to make even the bravest tourist think twice about climbing those famous spiral stairs. The city of Pisa was facing the very real possibility of losing its most beloved landmark. The tower was closed to the public, and the world watched anxiously as engineers scrambled to find a solution. Enter an all-star crew of international engineers, geologists, and architects, each bringing their own expertise and a healthy dose of nerves. Their mission? To save the Leaning Tower of Pisa from toppling over without destroying its unique, world-famous tilt. These experts knew they couldn't just straighten the tower like a crooked picture frame. The lean was part of its charm, its identity, and its global fame. But they also knew that if they didn't act fast, the only thing left of the tower would be a pile of ancient rubble. So what was their plan? Forget high-tech lasers or magical fixes. Instead, they turned to a surprisingly simple, yet brilliant technique called under-excavation, a method that had been used in other parts of the world, but never on a structure quite like this. Here's how it worked. The engineers carefully removed small amounts of soil from underneath the tower's higher northern side. By doing this, they allowed gravity to gently coax the tower back toward a more stable position, just a little bit at a time. Think of it like nudging a wobbly table leg with a folded napkin. Except in this case, the napkin was a carefully orchestrated removal of earth, and the table was a 14,500-ton medieval stone tower. But before they could even start, safety was the top priority. The team knew that one wrong move could send the tower crashing down, so they took extraordinary precautions. First, they anchored the tower with a web of massive steel cables, wrapping them around the structure and securing them deep into the ground. Then, they